And you see, this is a young man, and he's like, my balls are hurt.
Oh,
and then I'm like, gosh, I've never been a man. I even don't know how balls can hurt. But if you get the wrong one, you'll become a philosopher. I'm telling you, you'll be giving stories like me.
have you ever become a philosopher?
I am a philosopher myself. I could not have afforded packets of milk for my children, so I would cook sukuma wiki, put water, extract some soup, prepare some ugali, and feed my children. I am only a money maker, not a mother.
Hello, karibu sana. A very warm welcome. My name is Muringe Kamau. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a new member, thank you so much for joining us. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. God bless you. Please press that notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you are going to be among the first people to be notified. Guys, today I'm so excited. Today I have a very beautiful and lovely guest, and she will take us through her journey, from grass to grace. It only takes the hand of God, and she will tell us about how God has uplifted her from grass to now the grace that she is going through, or rather she's sailing through Meditouch Therapy Center, the place to be. She will tell us the journey about Meditouch, and you can see here we have some branded water. They say in case you want a good skin, make sure you take a lot of water and also take care of yourself. So come to meditouch therapy. They'll give you the best massage, and then after the massage, hydrate. So without any further ado, let me welcome my guest to our channel. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
So please, maybe you can take this chance and
Yes.
introduce yourself to our people.
Hi viewers, good morning. My name is Elizabeth. I am the CEO Meditouch Therapy Center. I am born again, and I am a single parent of 2 teenagers. I'm 39 years old, and I'm so grateful to be here.
Now, before we get to meditouch, maybe
yeah.
you take us through your childhood.
Mm,
Ulizaliwa wapi, ukalelewa wapi? How was it growing up?
yeah.
Yes.
Born and raised from Nyandarua County, a village called Wajohi.
Kwa Mawaru.
Kwamawaru. And you forgot we have plums and pears
Okay,
that you
Gadios.
really enjoy, right? You can only see mawaru, and those are chips, by the way. In a family of 6, I am the 4th born. We are 4 girls and 2 boys. I was raised up by my dad, who was a teacher.
Oh.
His soul continued resting in peace. He passed on when I was in Form 2. So since Form 2, I've been raised by my mom until I was done with college. Life in Nyandarua was not that easy because then only my dad used to work, and see, we had 6 children, so raising 6 children and you are the only breadwinner was not that easy. It was not a walk in the park, but we managed it. That's why I'm here. I schooled there for the primary school. For the high school, I came to Githega, that is in Kiambu County, in a school called Pioneer Academy Githega. I was there for 4 years. And the journey was quite tough. I used to be that sickly child. Yeah? I was very sick in my childhood. And at some point, my dad used to call me Kamnyonge. And being a child, it's like nilienjoy hiyo jina, not knowing that is what I'm really going to be. And that calls for parents to be very careful on how they brought their children or how they call their children despite their situation. Yeah, he was saying that in not in a bad way, but because of my situation. But he was like, kamnyonge kangu, kuja hapa ukule hii, at least you become strong. And I embraced that name, and indeed I was Munyonge. So I cleared high school in the year 2004 and immediately joined college in Thika, where I did an advanced diploma in beauty therapy. I also did teaching and training in cosmetology. And immediately after clearing my advanced diploma, I got a job. Actually, immediately I cleared on a Friday, and by Monday I was employed as a teacher. It was very hard because the same students who are my friend, they expecting me to go to class. My teachers are now my colleagues. So for a week, I didn't go to staff room to take my tea break. I didn't go for lunch because I'm seeing them as my teachers. So I could still, hook up with my students, my fellow students. Yet I've been uplifted. I'm now a lecturer. It took like a week, and I had actually my head then told me, you have to know that now you're a teacher, you have to leave that company and join this company. Now we are your colleagues, you're no longer your teachers. And so that's how life started as a teacher. I've taught so many students since then. And
Which year was this by the time you finished your schooling?
that is 2007.
And was it tough for you? Before we continue,
Yeah.
how did you said you took a week to adapt to the change?
Yes.
How was the reception from your peers, rather from your students?
Some of them could not take me seriously because we are living in the same hostel. But then I had no, house of my own. I'm still in the hostel. So I will teach you during the day. At night, you're sleeping next to me. At times, they could not take me seriously. And I remember one day there was an exam and someone just decided to copy, and I'm just there. And I was very mad because how can you disrespect me and I'm the teacher? I took the paper and I tore it and threw it away. Then they were like, yeah, amekuwa mwalimu, ako serious. So initially it was like a joke, but after some time they started adapting and they were like, now this is our teacher. I had to leave the hostel, move to a different location, at least to create that environment that I'm no longer a student.
And immediately you cleared your school. You said you cleared on Friday, and on Monday you were employed.
Yeah.
So you started being paid immediately, or they took some time?
No, they started paying me immediately. It was not quite high. My first salary was 7,000, but it was good money for me then. I was the best student of the year then, and so they needed a teacher, and so they considered me, having done the teaching and training, having advanced in my diploma. Yeah, I started earning immediately. So like I've not tarmacked. I can't say in my career I have tarmacked. No, I've not tarmacked, but it's all by the grace of God.
Oh, and how did your parents take the fact that from you said your mom, sorry?
Yeah.
How did your mom take it that you're no longer a student and now you're a teacher in the same school that you were schooling?
She was so excited because her dream was I become a teacher. That was her dream. Actually, when I was doing teaching and training, it was not because I wanted to do that. I was doing it for her anyway. And she was right because I've taught for 10 years so far, for over 10 years, I would say. My dream when I was joining the college, I wanted to work in five-star hotels as a beautician. But my students that I taught lived my dream. I have so many students working in those five-star hotels. Yes, myself, I did not go to the five-star hotels. So I just wanted to be a beautician. That was my dream, a good beautician, working in a high-end place and all that. But I ended up becoming a teacher, and I was happy touching lives anyway, because you'd find so many students with so many situations. Some are from broken homes, their self-esteem is quite low, quite down. Some are sickly, some are disappointed with life. You sit down with that student, you encourage them, they embrace life, they take it more positively. And when you see them doing it and making it in life, you're like, oh, thank God. At least I was part of that journey. Yeah, it was so good, and the parents appreciated it.
How did you feel, or how do you feel when your students now get to live your dream? Now that you did not make it to the 5 stars, but your students are doing that, how does it make you feel?
It's a dream come true, because as much as I didn't work in those five-star hotel, I stepped in all the five-star hotels in Nairobi searching for internship for my students. And they got the opportunities. And because I'm the one who taught them and they are working in those places, those high-end places, I feel the fulfillment. I am a happy teacher. I am happy that I taught them. I am happy that I sacrificed my time, my energy for them. They are making it in life because of, like, I lit their candle. So it's a fulfillment. I'm so happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
So basically, we can say in your early 20s, you never struggled since you got a job immediately.
No, I did not struggle in terms of job. I did not struggle, but I struggled in another way because once I got a job in the same institution, I found a guy.
You found a favorite.
Favorite.
I'm permanent.
I'm permanent and all that.
Mm-hmm. How was it, or how did you meet?
Like,
How was
we met
he?
in staff room. He was a
Oh,
new
he was
guy.
a teacher.
Yeah, he was a teacher just like me, and he found me. He came after I've been employed, so we met in the staff room. We started clicking, and we started like, so he was a nice guy,
Or so you thought.
So I thought he was teaching computer studies and all that. And he kind of seemed serious. He took me home to his parents. We went to my parents. We paid a bit of dowry. This is a young man anyway. And within no time, I was married. I was married.
You were married fast. You got you said that you got into employment immediately you were done with school. That is 2007. And then the same year is when you got married, Amma.
Yeah, towards the end of that year. It was so fast anyway. It happened so everything, good things will take time to form. But when something is fake, it moves very fast. So within the same year, everything has happened, and boom, I am married.
You've dated in the same. You've gotten umemaliza shule the same year.
Employment.
Gotten employed.
Yes.
Dated.
Yes.
Married. And even gone to parents.
Imagine.
How are you coping with? You were too young. How did you manage to cope with marriage at that tender age?
Mapenzi, love.
Love is blind.
I'm telling you. And immediately I started becoming a parent. So like everything is running, very fast. And so I'm pregnant, and immediately I'll become a parent, a young parent, and immediately now I'll be able to face the real life, the real monster, the real person who is here with me.
And how is marriage taking you?
Now, once I have my child, it was quite different. Things started turning around. There was no happiness, there was chaos, there was emotional trauma, there was abuse, physical, emotional, verbal. It was tough. Let me tell you, even being alive at this day, I take it as by the grace of God. It was very tough. And when I look back, though I escaped, because I don't believe that you need to live in a toxic marriage in the name of I am married, you die there, I am married, I have to protect someone or something. I escaped, and I was able to live, right? As much as I escaped, yes, I've been healing for that time, and I'm much better. But when I look at my children who are born there, I find hope. I find courage to carry on. I find courage not to look back to where I'm coming from, because you cannot change your past, but you can change the future. You can change the day that you're living. You can change today, and you can make a better future. So my short-lived marriage was pain, was trauma, was trouble. I would not even wish my enemy to go through that, but it was bad. It was so toxic.
You've said your short-lived marriage. How long did the marriage last?
It was very short.
How short is short?
Maybe 3 years or 3.5 years, roughly.
What really pushed you? What really pushed you to to leave the marriage? Yet you love this person dearly.
The pain I went through, the emotional damage I went through. I sat down and I was like, I'm too young, And this is not the kind of life that I desire to live. So I had to make up my mind and start from zero. It was zero, my friend, because I didn't have money even when I was living. I had my young children, 3 years, and the other one was some few months. You know, I had to live for my life. I had to live for my children. I had to live for my future that I'm living today. Because if I would not have left, I would be dead. I don't know where my children would have been, but personally, I know I would have been dead. Because after that, I got into depression, and it was really very tough for me. I got so sickly, and now I'm the breadwinner. I'm all alone by myself. So it was the pain that caused me to leave and not to turn back up to today.
You never thought of maybe I'm a change?
No, let him change for others.
Na hii time yote,
Yeah.
you said you met in the same school that you were
Yeah.
working. After you left, were you still working in the same place?
No, at some point in my institution, then
Mhm.
if you get married to each other or you're in a relationship, the director would not allow you to work in the same institution. So one of you has to leave. So he had to leave
Oh,
employment
he is the one
once.
who
Yeah,
left.
once we got married, he had to leave. So I was left there working all
Oh.
by myself.
And you've left with two babies,
Mm,
one 3 and one a few months old, as
mm,
you've said.
mm.
Are you still, and you've fallen into depression, are you still in continuing with teaching, or what really happened in that period of transition from a married person
Mm.
to a single parent? How was the transition? What really happened in between?
Number one, when I got like mentally ill, I lost the job.
Oh.
But I found another job. That's why I've said I've never tarmacked, because immediately I lost that job, I got another job in a polytechnic, and I started living in a different town. Actually, I would call it like a village. It's like a village, and I had to start from zero. I used to have a house help who had a kid. So, like, I have a house help myself, my two children, and her kid. We were five. I would feed all of them with a little I used to earn. Then I got 9,000. So, we would use the 9,000, the five of us. And by that time, I'm very sickly. I'm so depressed. My life is just shattered. And my house help would encourage me. We would sit in the evening, talk like sisters. We used to be very close. So I had a shoulder to lean on. Then looking at my children, they are too young. I'm like, I need to be alive tomorrow for their sake. Because now they don't have a dad, they have their mother. So I had to strengthen myself. I had to encourage myself. I have to live for their sake. And that's why I'm here today.
And at any point
Yeah.
during that time that you're struggling,
Yes.
did he ever try to reach out to know how the kids are faring?
And it has never happened. It has never happened. It only happened once when my daughter was hospitalized for like a week with meningitis and pneumonia. Then he came. He came when we were discharged, and that was it. Yeah, that was it. So
Even
they have not. He has not been part of our lives since then, and it's kind of we are used to that. We moved on anyway. We are okay.
how did the kids take it?
They are too young. They even don't understand what is happening. They don't understand because of the environment that they were born in. They don't know, the comfort of a home. They don't know the importance of having both parents. They're just there. Actually, I would say up to date, they are teenagers. They've never asked about like, why are we having one parent and all, because it has never been. So there's nothing like taking it. It has never been. So that they know that is their life. Our mother, and our mother. We need this, our mother.
Mm,
They're used to that life. That is part of their life, even up to today.
okay,
Yeah.
wow.
Mm.
Quite stiff or tough.
I'm telling you.
Let me ask,
Yeah.
You were getting 9,000, you have a house manager, you have all these
Yes.
people to feed. I believe you're
Imagine.
paying her, you're paying rent, you have a
Yes.
lot of bills.
Yes. Yes.
So when did your life transit?
Yes.
And then you started feeling, I think I'm living a better life.
Um, I stayed in that situation for 2 years when I was getting the 9,000. My house help would get 1,000.
But she managed
She,
to stay with you.
and she appreciated actually for the 2 years. We would eat what we can afford. Would live in a house, a house we can afford. We were just living within our means. We were not living beyond. I could
Mm-hmm.
not have afforded packets of milk for my children, so I would cook sukuma wiki, put water,
Oh.
extract some soup, prepare some ugali, and feed my children. So we would live with what we had until the end of 2 years. And I sat down and I'm like, I am learned, I am healed. My children, at least they have grown. I need to earn better money. I need to get a better job. And so I looked for another job, and like I moved out of a village polytechnic back to town. And at least I started earning some decent money. So I worked for like 1 year again. I was a bit settled. I worked for 1 year. Then I got a managerial job in a good spa at Ridgeways Mall.
Oh.
So from teaching to being a manager, I would manage a big spa. At that point, I was able to gain 50,000. It was too high for me. I'm like, oh, I have money.
Did you transit with your house manager ama
No,
ulimwacha
she got
amesha?
married after the second
Oh,
year.
oh, nice.
So I have a new house manager with a kid again. My family was big always.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm the manager there at some point, because you see, I've never been a manager. Maybe I could not have managed so well. So the owner of the spa was like, no, I don't think you're doing a good job. And because I could not have worked in that same spa, I had to move to another spa to work as a barber and a beautician. And actually, I did so well. I gained so many clients, so many. Like by the time I was leaving that place, I had over 60 clients who would come and ask, I just need Elizabeth. And life was good. Life was good. We would get so much, a lot of money. But then our senses were not well matured, because we could not save. We could eat a lot, dress, have so many shoes, live in big houses and all that. But we made some good money. Then at that time, because of the kind of work I was doing, I would get home so late. Like I would get home even at midnight. So like a whole week I've not seen my children, because I get home and they are sleeping. And then when they are going to school, I am sleeping because I'm very tired. Yes, I am a parent who is providing everything, literally
Mm-hmm.
everything. My house then was like a shop, because you go to my kitchen. I could not go to a supermarket, buy one item. I was going to a wholesaler.
Money was enough.
Money was enough, my friend. The tips I was getting from the spa, I know that. If it is the oil, I'm buying 6 pieces. The cooking, anything was packs, not less than six. So we go to my kitchen. It was like a supermarket. So I could feed my house help and the kid and my kids and my sister's kids. Hey, but I was not available for my children until one day I realized they have no interest in me. Like they are so used to the house help. And I'm like, what kind of a parent am I? I have to quit this job.
Oh, no.
Yes, it is paying, it is giving me money, and I'm living a good life, but I'm losing my children
True.
because I don't have time for them. I am only a money maker, not a mother. So I started getting stressed up. I talked to one of my clients, and I'm like, I need to go back to teaching because of one, two, three. And I think it's only one institution where I can work and they pay me well, but I don't know how to get into that institution. So the client is like, see, I know the owner. You just bring your papers. And my papers are loaded. My papers have got experience, both in and out experiences. Yeah? So I bring the papers, and that client literally took my papers into that institution like this
Wow.
without me. Yeah. And so they called me for interview. He took me again like a child. If he
Nimekupeleka interview.
imagine that, I wonder how they employed me. Kama nilikuwa nipelekwe interview.
It's grace.
Imagine. So they're there. So many questions. Inawajibu maswali, and then they're like, hey, Elizabeth, we've had so many people answering questions the way you're answering, but on the ground they don't deliver. And I'm like, you wait, give me the job. I knew I would deliver anyway because I would give my best. So I got the job, and I embraced the job, and I worked for 5 years.
They paid you well,
They
as you
paid
had
me well,
hoped.
and yeah, as I had hoped. The institution was good. I was also able to grow and mature up. I built my confidence there, my self-esteem. It was a learning area, or a good platform to learn and to grow. I don't regret. So I worked there for 5 years until COVID happened.
Oh.
The institutions were closed, people were not paid, they were all on unpaid leaves and all that. So that's when I started thinking, now what do we eat? Yeah,
Okay, before we
yes,
get now to this
yes.
institution, your story is so it's so healing
Yes.
that I even forgot.
You
I was just listening.
Yes.
Before we get here, you said at this pass you were being paid well, and it got to a point now you kids have the life they want,
Exactly.
but you are an absent parent.
Exactly.
Hii time yote yenye wako na house manager, what was the kwani walikuwa wanakupea reception gani ndio ukarealize I'm losing the kids?
Like when I come, you see, when you get home as a parent, your children will come running. They were at that age when they should run. They'll come running, hug you, or they feel excited. My mom is here. You can't get into the sitting room. There are people who are in the bedroom, and like no one has noticed that you have come. It is Sunday morning. They are going to church with the house help because I just want to rest a bit and then go to work. No one is saying bye-bye,
Oh,
mom.
you were going to work
even on Sunday,
Sundays.
even
Oh,
on
no.
Sundays. So they're not even noticing you. They're not missing you. They're not missing your presence. You're just there. And I'm like, no. Yani, if my house help desires to go and do something outside, maybe for some few hours, they're like, when is she coming back? But for their mother, there's no connection. I had lost that touch as a mother, as a parent. Yeah.
And did you give your house manager the freedom to do anything for the
Yes.
children? Anything she wants, she gets.
She was part of my family. She was part of me. I trusted her with my children, with everything, literally, with my money. Because I'm very busy, she's doing all the errands for me. If it's buying the items, the foodstuffs, if it's deciding what we are going to cook, she's the one to decide everything for me.
You are just the money maker.
Money maker for me. Yeah.
Oh. And you almost lost your children.
Imagine.
But then you realized it's just before they were too lost.
Yes.
Each time also may decide to transit from this job now before you get employed. Are you thinking that I'm going to let the house manager go, Ama? Are you going to keep her?
I'm still keeping her. But I don't know, at some point, every house manager wants to get married. So I want to keep her, but she has a boyfriend and she's like, I want to get married.
In between your transition, Ama, after you got the job?
In between my transition, when I want to move from the spa job into teaching, now she wants to go and get married. And so I had to start again, looking for another house manager, starting again, starting life, starting everything afresh.
Did your kids take it lightly that this person they have bonded with is now leaving them?
They actually, even up to today, they're like, the cowboy was Maina. They're like, oh, we miss Maina after all those years.
Oh, wow.
We miss the lady, they had boarded. She was part of us. So, yeah, there was a gap that was left.
Did you keep in touch? Do you keep in touch
Yeah,
today?
even up to today, we keep in touch. We talk. The boy is too big, just like my children, because they were age mates. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
we keep in touch, and she's doing good. Yeah, now a mother of two,
Ah, lovely, just like you.
just like
You
me.
mentored her to
See,
motherhood.
I'm telling you.
Ah, that is nice.
Yeah.
Now tell us, now
Mm.
umepelekwa job,
Yeah,
umepelekwa kama mtoto,
nimepelekwa kama mtoto.
umefanyiwa interview na umewaambia all the good words.
Nimepasua zote
Uh-huh.
na nimeanza job immediately,
Mhm.
and after working for a month,
Mhm.
I get a promotion, and now I'm the head of a department that is very new.
Will they increase your salary?
They will
Oh,
increase my
lovely.
salary. They'll give me so many responsibilities. They'll give me the responsibility of marketing the department, a thing that I had not done in the past. So that built my confidence and my self-esteem. Everything about the department, which was a baby then, they would look up unto me. Everything I would do, literally everything. So the kind of trust, the kind of, you know, how they would believe in me made me even better, made me work very hard, made me, become more committed to my job and all that. I took that job like my own, and it was exciting, touching lives, being with students from different backgrounds, seeing students graduate, getting job, becoming, experts in different areas of hair and beauty. It was so encouraging. Even up to today, I'm like, we meet with a student and I'm like, okay, where did I teach you? In this institution, in this one, or in this one? Okay, where have you been? What have you been doing? And they're doing exploits, and I'm like, oh, thank God, this is all my work. I'm just humbled. Yeah.
What did you love most about your job as a teacher?
Interacting with students, especially the broken students. Like, there was this young man who came and trusted me so much, and he would give me all his adversities. Like, he came from a broken home. The dad does not want to see him because he doesn't believe is his
Oh
the DNAs are not
no.
matching. So analipa school fees shingo upande. So I'm like always on a call. Hi, Baba so and so, please pay for his school fees. Then they came with the other brother. The other brother is a favorite. So the dad would pay fees for this other brother and leave this one
Oh
out.
no.
So the brother also gives very bad impression about the other brother, kuharibia. So I'm like, hi Baba so and so, please pay school fees. So when I talk to the Baba so and so, he would pay fees, and I would go home feeling so comforted. So the boy believed so much in me that one day he came and told me, teacher, I'm so sick. And I'm like, where are you suffering from? And you see, this is a young man,
Mm.
and he's like, my balls are hurt.
Oh
And then I'm
wow.
like, gosh, I've never been a man. I even don't know how balls can hurt. I was so confused, but I could not show that I'm confused. I don't know whether to laugh or to do what.
Oh
And because he
no.
trusts in me, I had to tell him, like, just sit there, I come. I went to see my manager who was a man, and I'm like, what do I do with this one? So he called him, and he explained the whole thing. Then the manager told me, now that this guy confides in you,
Mm.
you take him to the hospital.
Oh.
So I take my boy to the hospital. Through the treatment, I'm calling the parent. I'm following up. Right now, the boy is done, doing so well in Nairobi. I'm just proud.
You still talk to date?
Up to date, we talk, and he's like, Akiticha, you are my small God.
Oh
You
wow.
helped me, and I'm like this, I'm doing this. That's a fulfillment. I feel so good. I met so many broken young men and women, or young girls and boys, and I mentored them, and they're doing good. I sourced for jobs and attachments for so many students. I cannot be able to count. And they are settled in their working places, because I would tell them, you're not going back to Shards. You can't go back to Shards.
Backwards never.
Never. So every time they are clearing, I already have job placements for them. I would feel so fulfilled. That was my best moment in teaching.
Wow, lovely. Do
Yeah.
you have any embarrassing moments in teaching?
And teaching, not really, but would I call it embarrassing? I don't know, but that I would teach makeup in
Uh,
class. In class, when you're learning about makeup, you learn about different types of lips, eyes. We all have different eyes,
uh,
oriental eyes, wide set eyes, small eyes, and all that. And so the makeup is different. The application of makeup should be different.
oh,
We don't just apply makeup for the sake of it.
now you know.
You have to identify the facial features. There's some facial features that you need to like hide them, and
Mm.
others expose them. So I'm in class and I'm like, okay, so can you identify your neighbor's eyes and tell me the kind of eyes, so that they would tell the teacher, this is wide set eye, this is close set, this is oriental, these are small eyes, these are big eyes, these are protruding eyes, and all that. Okay, class, now can you identify my eyes? And one guy's like, hi teacher, I know your eyes are sexy. Oh my goodness. You just pretend you did not hear,
Lakini
because
ndani.
yeah, I just and I'm like, I didn't teach about sexy eyes. I even don't know the meaning of sexy eyes. And you brush it off and you continue. But I don't think I've ever had like a real embarrassing.
We can say that is weird.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I can't really say that I had an embarrassing moment in my teaching. No.
What was your lowest moment in teaching?
Hey, I lost a student, my friend. Hiyo ilinipiga yani vibaya sana, like I lost a student who was suffering from kidney failure.
Oh.
You know, you have bonded with this student, you've been with them for some months. They, then they die, and you're like, they are no more. You go to class, you're marking the register, you read out their names, and you're like, oh, this girl is no more. That was my lowest when I lost that student. It
And
was,
may she continue resting in peace.
yeah, in peace. That was my lowest time. Yeah.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
Now, to the good moments. You're in this institution, but
Yeah.
now COVID has happened. There is where we were.
COVID happened. It was so scary. Oh my goodness, it was so scary. We were called for a meeting, so many speeches, and it's something that has never happened.
True.
And we are all scared. You're scared to die. Oh my God, it was so scary. Yani ulikuwa unaona kama utakufa kesho. Then after so many speeches, the final was you'll be under unpaid leave. So what do you eat after that? So I went home stressed, but of course thinking. But my thoughts were, what I'll do, I had a shaving machine. What I'll do, I'll not go back to Shags. But my children needs to eat. What I'll do, I'll use what I have. My shaver, I'll go knocking. If my thoughts were tutafungiwa ploti, kila mtu akae kwa ploti yao, tusitoke nje. Those were the rumors. So I bought food stuff, then I was ready to fungiwe, atukufungiwa. But my thoughts were like, I'll take the shaver, go knock into my neighbor's house. Of course, every man must shave their beards. Niongee nao wamama tu wanipee wanaume wao wanywe mandevu like watoto wangu
wakule.
So nimefikiria usiku, then I'm like, I have some stuff for manicure and pedicure, I have some massage oil. Okay, sasa nani atafanyiwa massage na hii COVID? Na everyone anakaa kama suspect. Everyone anakaa ako na COVID. Kwanza if you dare cough. Oh my goodness. So I sat down at night and wrote something on my WhatsApp. I wrote, I am offering home services. Shaving 150. Manicures do what? Pedicures do what? Massage. I wrote a price list. And then I sent to so many people, my friends, my friends in church, my pastors, everyone. To my surprise, they started booking.
Oh,
Eliza, kuja uninyoe. Haya, it is working. I shaved so many heads. I did so many manicures and pedicures and some few massages. I did so many body scrubs. Haya, it is working. So within that duration, I guess we were paid for the first 3 months. The other 3 months we were not paid. So I would depend on the money that I would get from visits. So when I come to your estate, you find now you're calling other people from your estates. They're like, there's this girl who shaves, she's around. Then I'd get so many children, so many people.
Oh, because this hii time ya COVID, people are not
Yes.
going to barber
Yes,
shops.
they're not.
Oh,
Actually, they are closed.
now it makes sense why now the
Yes,
favor.
exactly. Then I would go to some estates. They're like, hey, like, let me mention this estate, Juja South Estate. They really promoted me. I would go there and someone would put in their group, the girl who shaves is around. So napata, naanza kupata, come to this house, come to this house, come. The whole day I'm in one estate.
Wow.
So I shaved, I did manicures and pedicures, I did massage. It was awesome until now. The clients are so many, and others are calling me. You can't just visit anyone.
Yeah.
I was just visiting people that I know, friends and referrals. You could not just call me and I come, yeah, because I had to check on my safety also. So at some point, I have people have known me, people have known my work. So by then, I was calling myself the light barber because I was just concentrating on the haircuts. But I continued growing and growing, and at some point, I decided to concentrate on what I love most:
Mm-hmm.
massage. Massage, I love doing massage. It just flows from me. So I said, I'm going to narrow down my treatments. I'll quit doing the barbering, but slowly, slowly by slowly, and then just concentrate on face and body treatments. And that's when I came up with a brand name, Meditouch Therapy Center. I didn't want to call it a spa. I didn't want just a common name because my services, I say, I want to touch lives. As much as I'm in business, I want to touch lives. Everyone who comes to Meditouch Therapy Center, they are sick mentally, they'll find hope. They'll find courage. They'll find that encouragement and all that. Everyone who is sickly, as much as my hands are magical, they'll get relaxed. I want to speak life to them. I want to touch them through my actions, through my words, and all that. That's why I came up with Meditouch Therapy Center,
Oh,
not
wow.
a spa. It's a therapy center. You get therapy for your head, you get therapy for your heart, you get therapy. And when you come to Meditouch, there's no hurry. As much as I give my clients 1.5 hours, we can stay here even up to 2 hours. And if I don't have other bookings, we can still stay for more hours.
Still doing the massage or
Doing
maybe
massage and
talking.
even talking.
Oh,
A lot of
lovely.
talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say so far so good. I've touched so many lives and I'm getting fulfilled in my therapy center.
Before we come to the meditouch, you came up with the name time ya COVID ama after
Uh,
COVID? You
it
unajua
came,
tuliacha ukiwa job, you've not told us what
yes,
happened to your job.
yeah, tuliacha nikiwa job. And after we closed down and we were at unpaid leave and I've started doing the haircuts, we were recalled back. Then after working for some few months, again COVID hit very hard. We were told to go home. That's when I now started thinking during COVID I would make it. Now I've gone back to work, then they've told me to go back home, no pay. Now, if COVID stays, meaning my job is not stable. Today I'm working, tomorrow I'm being told to go home. And, life has to continue. So I was feeling like I'm losing it. So I would go to work, in the evening, go see my clients, weekends, go see my clients until I got a burnout. I was on antidepressant for a week, sleeping during the day and night because I'm trying to balance the two until I could not do it anymore. So I felt so low. I'm losing it, and it was just terrible. So I had to call it quits and concentrate with my clients. So that is when I started the Meditouch Therapy Center.
How has it been for you?
It has been exciting meeting different people in different places. I've gone to different places. Before I got this office, I've really traveled to meet so many people. I've enjoyed the trust, the confidence that people have in me. I've enjoyed working on the elderly. I have so many elderly clients. Actually, I would say like 80% of my clients are quite elderly. Like I would call them from 60 and above.
Oh.
These people are full of wisdom. We talk. They're not just clients. They will share some experiences with you, and you're like, oh, or they would advise you, or some would pray for me, and I'm like, oh, hallelujah.
Amen.
It has been exciting. The journey has been exciting. Not much challenges. I would not say like I'm really challenged, but the journey is exciting. I really thank God that I have this opportunity and this platform to touch lives and to represent Christ in the marketplace.
Oh, amen.
Yeah, it's so exciting, I would say, and fulfilling at the same time. And even my kids enjoy it. Even when they are praying, they pray for me. God, my mom works so hard. Please, God, give her so many clients.
Amen.
Amen.
And how do you get your clients? How?
Imagine most of my clients are through referrals.
Wow.
Weighing in the referrals, like I've been told about you by so and so, I've been sent by so and so. Most of them is through referrals, but I also do marketing, a lot of marketing in social media platform. Like I have a Facebook page, Meditouch Therapy Center. I'm on TikTok, Meditouch Therapy Center. I'm in 6 WhatsApp groups, marketing, and I market literally every day. And wherever I go, I tell people what I do. I'm not ashamed of my work. I love my job. So I tell people I do massage, a lot of massage, a lot of massage.
And now that you've mentioned massage, in our African nature,
Yeah.
we tend to have a mentality. A lady cannot do a man some massage. A man cannot do the lady massage. How do you deal with this kind of criticism in the market area?
I don't care about the criticism and what people say, because I know what I do and I know what I stand for. I decided to do my services professionally. In different industries or in different areas, you'll find quacks. For
True.
example, they are quack drivers. Do you say hauta travel?
Hapana.
They are quack pastors. Do you say hautaenda church? They are quack doctors.
True.
Do you say umegojeka nitakufa kwa nyumba sitaguzwa na kwa same? They are quack masseuse and masseurs. Masseuse for the ladies, right? They are quacks. They are quacks in every industry, but they're straight persons or people in every industry. For example, you can't say police, or police who they are corrupt. They are good policemen and women, right? So in my field, I've decided to stand for that which is professional, for that which is truth, for that which is right. And so I attract the right people. I work on both men and women. As much as right now I have so many women, but I work on both genders. I do my services professionally. Number one, when you're doing a massage, this person is fully draped. You only uncover the part that you're working on. For example, you work on the feet up to this level, you work on the abdomen, you work on the upper chest, the neck, the face, and the skull. You work on the back leg and the back. That's all. And the hands, sorry. Those are the areas that we cover on massage. We don't work on intimate areas. We don't work on erogenous zones, areas that can easily trigger, like, the inner thighs, the lower, especially for men. Yeah? So we keep our contact and communication professional. This is a job just like any other job. So the way you treat your job matters a lot, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to be doing massage for you to be immoral. You can be at the center in church and you're so immoral. Right now, if you check in so many guest houses, maybe they are full. Are they doing massage?
Yeah.
No, they're not doing massage. So the office that you hold, treat it with dignity. Do your work professionally. That's it. Yeah. The African community, most African community, but people are becoming civilized anyway. They have the wrong conception about massage, because of where they have come from, what they have had, or what they have experienced. As I've said, there are quacks in every profession.
True.
So maybe this person went very innocently into a massage parlor, and what was done to them wonders. And so up to today, they know massage is wonders, right? Or they have had, hey, get a massage, woo, woo. Or they have watched somewhere.
True.
And so that their mind is now fixed to that. If you have never experienced massage, a professional massage, just come to Meditouch Therapy Center. You'll feel or you'll see the difference.
Meditouch is the place to be. For those of you out there who say that, oh, I'll not get a massage, I cannot allow my husband or I cannot allow my wife to get a massage, because in massage we have a mentality, that'll be a happy ending. Please come to Meditouch Therapy, and I am sure you will not regret it. So I'll just pin the contact information there so that you can try. You can even try with a back massage. You know, right now you don't have to be able to have back problems, but with a massage, everything will be perfect. So let me call you Miss Meditouch, or founder of the Meditouch Therapy Center. At hapa tutapaitaje?
Delview Park.
Location is Delview.
Delview Park off Kandara Road, second floor.
Delview Park off Kandara Road, second floor. Please come and try. Yes. I'll make sure I have my massage and ensure that my back is amazing, and I'll tell you how it feels, guys. So now you are from being employed, now you've started Meditouch Therapy. Are there challenges that you faced starting off? Because you've said it was immediately when COVID happened. Were there challenges that you faced, and how did you navigate through them?
My main challenge then was finances. Like now I have so many clients. Some I don't know them. They find me on Facebook. They want a massage. I can't go to their homes. So that was my main challenge until I got now the office. Currently now my main challenge, you see, I'm working all alone. Yet there are so many people calling in. They need a massage. Like I need a massage right now, and yet I'm fully booked, or I'm in a different location working on an outdoor massage. So you find my space here is small. I cannot be able to accommodate someone. So I'm looking for a bigger space, right? The other thing, most people not knowing the benefits of massage, they will not really commit themselves into it. And I would say self-love equals self-care. If you fail to take care of yourself, you'll see the other side of life. For example, if you're having issues with your back, there are simple things to check. Most of the time we are seated in the office. What kind of seat are you sitting on, and how are you seated? You're working on a computer and you're like this. Most of the time, for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll develop upper back problems. Number 2, how is your sleeping position? What kind of mattress do you have? If you sleep and you form a depression, at the end of the day, you'll have back problems. Number 3, what kind of shoes are you wearing? If, for example, most of the time you're on your heels, you're walking most of the time and you're wearing the wrong shoes. So you'll find most people, they have really wasted themselves, or they have not really taken care of themselves. Then at the end of the day, now they are complaining of back problems. You know, check on those small things. How do you lift? You don't lift heavy stuff when you're bedding. You lift from your knees. If something is too heavy, you ask for help, right? So we are on the challenges, but I've come to the people not knowing the benefits, and they're like, kwani massage ni nini? You know, people need to be enlightened, and that is my main challenge right now. I have to enlighten the world. I know there are other people who are trying to do that, but at this corner, I'm the one who is shedding light to the world. I will enlighten as many people as I come across and tell them the positive side of massage. It's a natural healer, and everyone should have a massage at least after every 2 weeks.
After every 2 weeks.
Not once in a year.
Oh God. Oh Lord. I thought it's once a year. Or
no,
a year.
Your body is working, right? Your body has been working. Your mind has been working. You're so tired. Your body needs some alignment. Your blood has to flow. My friend, you have to relax. You have to clear out the tension knots. you have to experience life for you to be able to continue with life.
My viewers, when was the last time you had a massage?
Serious.
Or have you never had a massage? It's the high time you come to meditouch therapy and at least experience some quality massage so that you can fix your body problems, back problems. Does massage help with headaches?
Yeah, it does help with headaches. It brings the, when you massage, it improves the flow of blood. Blood transports nutrients, blood transports oxygen, all those good things that are transported by blood. So it relieves headaches, it brings relaxation and a feeling of well being. And especially if the headache is not associated to something very serious, right? So it is able to relieve headaches. Another pain of the body. Yeah.
So simply put, a massage after a fortnight keeps the doctor away.
Exactly. And it's a natural process and a sweet process. Instead of waiting until you're put on a very tough therapy that is painful with some hot stuff, or you're put under some terrible treatment with some painkillers and all that, why don't you just come and make massage a regular, something that is regular, and you'll keep your doctor away. You'll feel relaxed. You'll feel energized even to be able to move on with life.
Oh, wow. Too much about massage and everything, but I believe it's also a learning process for both of us and also my viewers out here. Let me ask, do you think there is at any point in this life you will ever go back to employment?
I cannot. I refuse. No way. I don't miss employment. I want my time. I want to dictate what happens in my career now. I can right now, by God's grace, I cannot sit under anybody. I cannot. No, I can't. I can't. Both private and public. No, I can't. No, I refuse. It's a no.
It's a no for you.
It's a no for me.
And you, when we were starting off, you mentioned about your children.
Yes.
And when you started meditouch, you've not mentioned them in between. Kwani wali disappear ma?
They've not disappeared because at this time they are in and out of school because of COVID. When they are in, we have really rushed everything because they are like in a year they had like 4 terms. So you have to really work very hard and pay their school fees, and you still want to gain clients. It was just tough at the beginning, but after COVID, things have started falling in place. And you see, like now my son is done with Form 4.
Oh,
we are done. My daughter is done with Class 8. We are done. We're now moving to the next level. So they were still there encouraging me, seeing what the mother is doing. They know everything that I do anyway. They have got some touch of massage also. Like when I get home, my son asks, do you need some massage today? They know I need some hard massage. I need some feet massage. And sometimes they just, with my clothes on, they just press on my back. They know, from their tender age right now, they have realized the benefits of massage. So at least for them, when they'll be growing up, they will know, or they already know massage is not a bad thing.
Do you massage them at times?
My son doesn't want, because he's a teenager. He'll be like this. He doesn't want to be touched. But my daughter is like, here, I'm here. Yeah, again here. So my daughter loves massage. And she loves taking advantage of me anyway, because she's like, she wants me to touch her. Because massage is sweet and it's enjoyable when done professionally in the right way. It is so sweet. Actually, you can be addicted to massage. You need, again, when you start massage, make sure you don't get addicted, because there are people who want to do massage every day, and you're like, no, you need to give your body rest. After you've done massage today, rest tomorrow, then you can come the day after. Because again, because of how good it is, you can easily get addicted. Yeah.
Looking back 10 years ago, where your life was and where your life is at now, what do you think, or how do you feel?
I can only say it is God. Oh my God, I've come from so far. I've come from a painful experience. I've come from a terrible life. it has been God. I feel so humbled and so grateful to God that I've been able to come this far. At least now I can smile, even when I'm explaining the difficulties I had, the pain I was going through in my marriage, the pain I was going through when I was trying to raise up my kids. When I look back, yes, I can see challenges. The challenges that I used to face, I can encourage someone or I can share them as I laugh because they are the past.
True.
And we cannot visit the past. So looking back, I can see I've been able to overcome by the grace of God. I've been able to come this far because of God. It is God who has really helped me. Otherwise, I could have crashed. I don't know where I would have been, but I think I would have been dead. But I thank God. This far, God.
Ni God.
Actually, God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such a lovely story.
Yeah.
And do you, by any chance, you said your permanent, your favorite
Favorite, yeah.
became your poison later.
Imagine.
Do you think you can, or do you maybe have plans to get married?
Right now I'm working on 4 things. I'm working on me. I'm working on myself. I'm working on my spiritual life. I want to know God more. I want to grow. I want to mature up in the Lord.
Lovely.
I'm working on my children. I want to see them get education, prosper, get settled in life. I am working on meditouch therapy center. So right now, I don't know, maybe in future whether I'll come to think about that. But right now, I'm working on 4 things. Myself, my spiritual life, my children, my brand. Sijafikiria mambo ya marriage.
Wow.
Maybe itakuja, but it's nowhere in my mind. I even don't sleep and think about like if I would be a wife.
You don't think you can be a wife right now?
I can become a good one, but but it's not in my mind. It's nowhere in my mind. I see people trying to fix me or give me a date, and I give myself some mihango, I get busy because I don't want to think right now that I can be in a relationship or something. It's not there. It's not clicking. Maybe after I'm done with the 4, I'll think maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know what God has in store for me. Maybe my mind will change. But right now, it's a no.
How about somebody who is out there, a young soul wanting to get married, but then, of course, in this life that we are living in, we experience different types of situations. Maybe I have seen a marriage work, I've seen another one fall, and I'm juggling in between. Should I get married? Should I not? What can you advise somebody who maybe they are not even certain whether they want to get married, but they've seen the both sides of life?
Get married if you must marry.
If you must.
If you get the wrong partner, you'll become a philosopher. But the marriages are flourishing. We have seen marriages working, flourishing. And you see some couples and you're like, oh my goodness, walipitia wapi? Like, mbona sikumpata? Mbona hatukupatana, cross mahali? There are marriages that are flourishing. There are people who are enjoying their marriage fully. Still, there are people who have died in their marriages. There are people who have become depressed in their marriages. There are people who have committed suicide in their marriages. There are people who are living a terrible life in their marriage. If you marry right, you get the right partner, you're good to go. But if you get the wrong one, you'll become a philosopher. I'm telling you, you'll be giving stories like
have you ever become a philosopher?
I am a philosopher myself. I am a philosopher. Right now, I can laugh. I decided to be happy. I have really cried in my life. So
I'm sorry.
Right now, I decided to be happy. If it was in your stress, I'm a happy soul. So yeah, it's good to get married, but marry right. Otherwise, you'll be surprised.
You'll become a philosopher.
You'll become a philosopher.
Some light moments. Sometimes marriage, anyway, we shall talk about maybe marriage in later, but not now. I believe my viewers have learned something and you've been encouraged from 7,000 to being self-employed.
Imagine.
All that journey, 9,000 with a nanny, with 5 souls to feed, bills to pay, and a lot. And she survived. Salary 50,000, but she decided family comes first. She left the salary to stay with the children, and so that she could be in the lives rather than being a money maker. I believe somebody has been encouraged there. So right now, you can see just right behind us is a beautiful frame, maybe of the family. I'll show you later. And still, I've told you it's meditouch. See this, meditouch. Touch a soul, touch a life. Come and get massaged. As you watch this, get encouraged. Come and get the massage. Come and relax your body. Love yourself. Also work on yourself. Make sure kitu nimepata hapa ya maana is not to give up and to work on myself.
Very true.
Because feeding all those souls with 9,000 in this era, it's tough or tough.
Very tough.
But you managed.
By God's grace.
What is your last word to our lovely audience and soon to be meditouch clients?
Don't give up. There are so many things that can cause us to give up. Don't give up. Hold on. Just a bit. You might tell a story in the near future. Love yourself. Please don't wait for someone else to come and give you happiness. Happiness comes from within. You are the source of your happiness. Don't wait for someone to control your happiness. Yani ati mtu anaamuka tu anaamua wewe utakuwa na mood baya. Don't allow anyone to control your happiness. Be happy, be jovial, choose life. Otherwise you will die. Even if you're working, you will have been dead. You've seen so many people are depressed. They cannot share their stories. They just keep them for themselves. They have lost hope. There is hope in Christ Jesus.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Preach, sister.
Yes. So trust in God in all that you do, and your life will not be the same again. You'll be transformed by God. And when God comes into your life, my friend, you'll be a happy person. So hold on. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. There's hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. It doesn't matter. And especially to the young mothers, because I've been a young mother for many years. Don't give up. Don't beat up that child. He's so innocent, actually. Don't beat them up. Don't kill them. Don't. Just hold on a bit. Raise them a bit. Try as much as you can. Work with what you have. Even if ni kufulia watu, just do something. One day, one time, we'll give a story. Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in from Grass to Grace Meditouch Therapy Center. God bless you. Until next time. Dew says bye-bye.
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 Bye.